The Torrey Canyon was a supertanker, one of the largest ships of its time. Launched in 1959, it was a marvel of modern engineering, representing the pinnacle of maritime technology. This colossal vessel was designed to navigate the world's oceans, transporting vast quantities of crude oil from one continent to another. Imagine a ship longer than 3 football fields. Stretching over 1,200 feet, the Torrey Canyon was a floating giant, dwarfing everything around it. Its immense size was both a testament to human ingenuity and a reflection of the growing global demand for energy resources. It was built to carry vast amounts of crude oil, the lifeblood of many industries. Crude oil, often referred to as black gold, was essential for powering industries, heating homes and fueling vehicles. The Torrey Canyon's ability to transport such a massive quantity of this precious resource made it an invaluable asset in the global supply chain. This giant vessel was a symbol of human ingenuity and our growing thirst for energy. As it sailed across the oceans, it represented the relentless pursuit of progress and the ever-increasing need for energy to fuel our modern life. The Torrey Canyon was more than just a ship. It was a beacon of the industrial age. Little did anyone know it would soon become a stark warning about the potential consequences of our actions. The story of the Torrey Canyon is not just one of triumph and technological achievement, but also a cautionary tale about the environmental risks associated with our insatiable appetite for fossil fuels. The Torrey Canyon had a capacity of 120,000 tons, a staggering amount. This immense capacity allowed it to transport enough crude oil to meet the energy needs of entire nations. The sheer volume of oil it carried was a testament to the scale of global energy consumption. That's equivalent to about 857,000 barrels of oil. Each barrel, containing 42 gallons of crude oil, could be refined into gasoline, diesel, and other essential products. The Torrey Canyon's cargo was a vital component of the global economy, driving industries and transportation networks worldwide. To put it into perspective, that's enough oil to fill over 36 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Imagine the vast expanse of water in an Olympic pool, now filled with crude oil. This visualization helps us grasp the monumental scale of the Torrey Canyon's cargo and the potential impact it could have on the environment. The sheer scale of this vessel and its cargo made it a force to be reckoned with, but also a potential environmental hazard. The Torrey Canyon story serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between technological advancement and environmental stewardship. As we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, we must also consider the potential consequences of our actions on the planet we call home. On March 18, 1967, the Torrey Canyon set sail from Kuwait. This massive oil tanker, one of the largest of its time, was embarking on what was supposed to be a routine voyage across the seas. It was carrying its usual cargo of crude oil, destined for Milford Haven in Wales. The ship was loaded to its full capacity with over 120,000 tons of crude oil, a valuable resource that powered industries and homes. The journey was expected to be routine, but fate had other plans. The sea was calm and the weather was favorable, giving no indication of the impending disaster that lay ahead. As the ship navigated the treacherous waters around the Seven Stones Reef, disaster struck. The Seven Stones Reef, known for its dangerous and unpredictable waters, had claimed many ships before. Due to a navigational error, the ship veered off course. The crew, despite their experience, failed to correct the mistake in time, leading the ship directly into the path of the reef. It ran aground on the reef, tearing a massive hole in its hull. The force of the impact was tremendous, causing immediate and catastrophic damage to the ship's structure. The impact was severe and the consequences were immediate. The hull was breached and the ship began to take on water rapidly, making it impossible to salvage. Oil began gushing out into the sea, marking the beginning of one of the world's first major oil spills. The slick spread quickly, covering vast areas of the ocean and threatening marine life and coastal ecosystems. The environmental impact was devastating. Wildlife, including birds and marine creatures, were coated in thick black oil, struggling to survive. Coastal areas were heavily contaminated, leading to long-term ecological damage. Cleanup efforts began almost immediately, but the scale of the disaster was overwhelming. Volunteers and professionals worked tirelessly to contain the spill and rescue affected wildlife, but the damage had already been done. The Torrey Canyon disaster served as a grim reminder of the potential consequences of human error and the fragility of our environment. It led to significant changes in maritime regulations and oil spill response strategies, aiming to prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. The sight that greeted the world was horrifying. A thick black slick spread rapidly across the ocean's surface. It was a scene of devastation, the once pristine waters now marred by a toxic stain. The oil spill from the Torrey Canyon was massive, unprecedented in scale. Over 100,000 tons of crude oil spilled into the sea, polluting a vast area. The oil slick stretched for miles, reaching the shores of England and France. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our oceans and the devastating impact of human error. The environmental impact was immediate and catastrophic. Marine life suffered terribly. Thousands of seabirds were coated in oil, their feathers losing the ability to insulate them. They perished from the cold or drowned, unable to fly. Fish and other marine creatures suffocated as the oil depleted the water of oxygen. The delicate ecosystems along the coastline were smothered, the oil killing countless organisms. The once thriving habitats were now silent graveyards, a testament to the devastating power of the spill. Section 5, Frantic Response. A massive cleanup operation was launched. Volunteers worked tirelessly alongside professionals trying to rescue wildlife and clean the oil. They used every method imaginable, from skimming the oil to spraying it with detergents. In a controversial move, the British government decided to bomb the wreck. The idea was to burn off the remaining oil. The bombing raids were a dramatic spectacle, but their effectiveness was debatable. The incident highlighted the lack of preparedness for such disasters. Section 6. The Law Awakens. The Torrey Canyon disaster sent shockwaves through the world. It led to widespread outrage and demands for accountability. Governments and international organizations were forced to act. The disaster exposed the inadequacy of existing maritime regulations. New laws were enacted to prevent future spills. These included stricter rules for ship design, navigation, and liability for environmental damage. The International Maritime Organization, or IMO, was given a stronger mandate to enforce these regulations. Section 7, Green Shoots of Change. The Torrey Canyon disaster, though tragic, had a profound impact on the world. It was a wake-up call, forcing people to confront the environmental damage caused by human activities. The incident is often cited as a catalyst for the modern environmental movement. Public awareness of environmental issues soared. People became more conscious of their impact on the planet. This led to the formation of numerous environmental organizations and a surge in activism. The disaster paved the way for landmark environmental legislation like the US Clean Water Act. Section 8. Scars and Hope. The Torrey Canyon disaster left lasting scars on the environment and in people's memories. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet and the potential consequences of our actions. Yet amidst the devastation, there is hope. The incident spurred significant advancements in oil spill response techniques and environmental protection measures. Today, we are better equipped to prevent and respond to such disasters. The memory of the Torrey Canyon serves as a constant reminder to prioritize environmental responsibility. Section 9, Our Shared Duty. The Torrey Canyon disaster was a tragedy, but also a turning point. It was one of the first major oil spills that captured global attention, highlighting the devastating impact of human activities on the environment. The spill released over 100,000 tons of crude oil into the sea, causing widespread damage to marine life and coastal ecosystems. It taught us that we are all connected to the environment and responsible for its well-being. The images of oil-soaked birds and polluted beaches were a stark reminder of our vulnerability and the need for collective action. Communities came together to clean up the mess, showing that when we unite, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. We must learn from the mistakes of the past and strive to protect our planet for future generations. The Torrey Canyon disaster spurred the development of new regulations and technologies aimed at preventing such catastrophes. It also ignited a global environmental movement, inspiring countless individuals to take a stand for the planet. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference, whether it's participating in a local cleanup, reducing our plastic use, or supporting policies that protect natural habitats. Each step contributes to a larger effort. The legacy of the Torrey Canyon reminds us that our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. By making conscious choices and advocating for sustainable practices, we can help prevent future disasters and preserve the beauty and biodiversity of our planet. Embracing renewable energy, reducing waste, and supporting conservation efforts are all ways we can contribute to a healthier environment. Let us remember the Torrey Canyon and work together to ensure a healthier future for all. The lessons learned from this disaster continue to guide us, reminding us of our shared duty to protect and cherish the natural world. Together, we can create a legacy of stewardship and sustainability for generations to come.